step, something in my jeans. FOI, you know that's the team, huh?
Peace. This is your brother Aidan X, and welcome to the processing class. You know, and a lot of people watching this, they may see your guys' confidence, your woman's confidence as a kind of a shock, because you see Islam, how it's presented to the world. Islamic women are usually, or women in Islam are usually looked upon as being oppressed, or being having to walk 10 paces behind a man, really being a slave in the name of Islam. So in the Nation of Islam, are women subjected? Are women oppressed? Are women to be the slaves of a man in a house? And Sister Janae, can you just go into that, starting us off?
Yes, sir. So Najah, you want to go first?
Of course. So to answer the question, absolutely not.
No.
We don't tolerate disrespect of the woman at all. That's the short answer. But yes, I mean, the confidence is on 10, of course. We know who we really are. We don't get that anywhere else, But that's not our teachings. That's not what Allah, who appeared in the person of Master Father Muhammad, brought to us. He has given us something unparalleled. He has given us our own culture, the right way, the straight path. He has provided that to us. So absolutely not are we, subjected to abuse. Are we disrespected? Are we lowered in value? The most honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that any nation can rise no higher than its woman. I think that sums it up pretty well.
Yes, ma'am. Are you guys forced to cover up? Because a lot of people watching this may think that, the women are forced to cover their hair and to cover their bodies. Can either one of you go into that? Are you guys forced?
No, sir. This is your own personal journey. It is your choice. It is your prerogative. This is your journey. This is between you and Allah. So no one is forcing you to put on a headscarf or anything of that nature. This is your journey to Allah. So that's between you and Allah. So now.
Right. Like Sister Janae said, that, there is no compulsion in Islam. No. This is between you and your creator. There isn't anyone that is forcing me to do anything. I carry myself, we carry ourselves the way that we do because this is something that we personally desire to uphold. So no, sir, none of that.
Yes, ma'am. Excellent answers. I just want to go into this because you sisters are young, relatively speaking, to other women. So just go into that. Why be registered in the Nation of Islam so young? We see a lot of young women our age is doing. You got the hot girl summers, you got the spring breaks in Miami, you got the, listening to the city girls doing the twerkulator, all that type of life that's considered fun in this world. So, and a lot of people looking at the Nation of Islam and the teachings, they may say, oh, that's not fun. That's not, that's not being young. Being young is doing this and that. So why be in the Nation of Islam and register in the Nation of Islam and following the restrictive laws at such a young age? Can you guys, one of you go into that?
For me?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. I can speak for myself. I didn't find happiness outside, in the devil's world. I didn't find happiness there. I find my peace and my happiness in the nation. It took me a while to register. I didn't register until I was 18. But that was my own personal journey. I, wanted to see, oh, am I missing out on something? I'm going to do this. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to see what this is. But I didn't find happiness in that. And in fact, it only lowered my mental health, my spiritual health, and my emotional health. And when I found myself dedicating myself to the teachings, that's where I found true happiness and peace. And who said you can't have fun in a nation? Because we most definitely have fun here as well. So yes, I just didn't find happiness outside. And this is something that I want to dedicate my life to, because where else am I gonna go? But yes.
Yes, ma'am. Sister Najah, you have any comments?
Yes, sir. I know that a popular saying in the nation is, after all else fails, there's Islam. And I definitely can't say that I've tried the all else part, because I know that there's tons more that, people can get into in this world that I know nothing about. But I can say that I've seen enough. Some people learn by experiencing and others can learn by observation. And I was the one that learned from observation. In life, we are surrounded by different examples, people leading different lives that we're able to look at and use as a teaching moment for ourselves. And so choosing Islam it was just the answer at the end of the day. And I think it's just as simple as that.
Yes, ma'am. A lot of young women watching this, they hear what you're saying, but can one of you answer this? How can I have fun without smoking? How can I have fun without sleeping with multiple men? How can I have fun without partying and, getting drunk until, I pass out? How is Islam or the teachings, how is that going to fulfill that drive as a young woman or a young man to have fun?
Oh,
okay.
All right. Oh, okay.
You got, okay. I got it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
to start, how can this way of life fulfill the fun that, we seek and desire as young people? I'd have to say, just looking at the minister, just looking at Mother Khadijah, they are young spirited. I did a little mini lecture on the importance of remaining youthful and how Islam keeps us youthful. Because these things that we feel are fun, like the drinking and the smoking, they're just short-lived moments of pleasure, if you will, but they're not productive to us. And there is a shadow of death that lingers after they are gone. And so that's why people continue to go back to it, because it never fulfills them at the end of the day. And it's just so short-lived. But in Islam, I have to say, we have fun because, for one, us being young isn't something that those that are older than us view as a weakness, and they don't envy that. Because in this world, I do see the division between the generations. But for just to start with, being in a community that embraces youth, embraces, you just being young, and doesn't look down on that, because there is strength in that. We are the Joshua generation. We are here to help usher in the kingdom of Allah. And there's a reason why he chose us. There are many things for us to learn from the previous generations, but Allah has instilled in us as the young generation something that has never, ever been before in this world. And so just to be a part of the nation, it gives you that safe space to truly be who you are as a young person. And then you'll further learn about yourself and realize that, you know, diving into my purpose and helping my people, I can say for the both of us that we deeply find a lot of joy in doing the work. That is fun. That is fulfilling to the spirit. And I think that's really what fun is. Fulfilling the spirit, fulfilling and pleasing the essence of Allah that dwells in all of us.
Yes, ma'am. All right, Sister Janae, you have any comments?
Yes, sir. Just to feed off of what Sister Najah said, you know, a lot of times we rely, you know, on short-term pleasures to get our minds off of the troubles of the world and just be in that one, you know, short-term moment. But why not turn to something that can give you long-term happiness and peace? You know, something that is going to educate you and feed your spirit and feed your mind. And like Sister Najah said, this is oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
this is something that, where was that? This is a place where it is a safe space for you to be yourself and learn more about yourself. And yes, sir.